come here when this ain't hot.
See, y'all different. Y'all the culture. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what y'all talking about.
This is probably becoming the most prominent form for hip-hop.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
Put it in perspective. The Breakfast Club, bitches. Wake up. Good morning, USA. Yo, 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 yo.
Ivy, we had the fake yos up just in case.
That was crazy.
That's why I was the yo-yo. That was the real yo on top of the fake yos. Good morning, Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes, Ivy Rivera is back. Our special guest.
Big Ivy.
Yeah, I came with big energy.
With the fur on.
With the fur.
That's how I really feel.
Okay.
There's a little traffic. You ran into that traffic on the highway?
No, I was just late.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I left the house a little late this morning.
I ain't mad at you. It happens. It's a Monday.
It's Monday.
Damn it.
What's
Monday,
happening?
damn it. Good morning. How y'all feeling?
Blessed, black, and highly favored, man. Happy to be here. Another week to serve.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm counting down the days. We got 11 more days before we shut down the Black Mothership
11
until
days?
2024. Yes.
No, 9.
9?
Yes.
Oh, let me count now.
He's been crossing down.
Oh, we don't count the weekend.
No, you
Right.
don't count the weekend.
Okay.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Just
Monday,
in our
Tuesday,
life,
Wednesday, Thursday,
11
Friday.
days. How many business days?
9.
9?
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
9
Wake
business
up.
days. Yeah. Either way, Black Mothership shuts down on 12/15. Just
That's
letting
right.
y'all know that the Black Mothership will land on 12/15 and will not take off again until
The new year.
the new year.
That is
AKA,
right.
don't call him, don't text him.
We winding down, baby.
Yeah, we winding down.
It's
It's Christmas
shutting
time.
down.
Yeah, shout to all the dance dads out there. My daughter had a showcase, and them showcases just be long as hell for no reason. They just be long. It started yesterday at 1 o'clock, then into 5.
Wow.
I missed when I got home. I missed all the games yesterday.
And what was she first or last?
It was just a showcase. The competition starts in January. This is just a showcase to really just show the parents where your money is going and what they've learned. So competition is January.
Investment will invest it.
They love it. So my daughter flips all over the house. She walk down the street and do a backflip. Like she's like
We love
really
it.
into it. So I love it. She love it.
Okay,
I love
passion.
it. Hey, she love it. I don't know what passion is. What's passion?
Like,
What you mean
something that
passion?
she
Her
really-
passion.
Oh, I mean passion. I thought passion
you
was a
stupid.
dance. I thought it was a movie or something.
Yo, wake up.
All right, he dumb. Let
I'm
him
dumb?
be. Let him be. Let him be.
All right.
I'll be hosting the Daily Show tonight too. I'll be hosting the Daily Show all week. So
Drop
Get
a
your
bomb for
bag.
Charlotte.
yeah. It's not a bag, Ivy. It's about opportunity. It's about doing things that you enjoy doing.
Yo, Ivy's looking
What
like,
is
yeah.
wrong with
Ivy's
you,
like, okay,
Ivy?
all right.
Okay.
My God.
Yeah, all right.
I
And
enjoy doing the Daily Show. I like it.
especially when it comes with a nice bag.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did it
Okay,
a couple
great.
weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm doing it again this
Do what
week.
you love, honey.
I'll be there all
Ivy
week
said, okay, passion.
on Comedy
Passion.
Central.
Passion. Okay.
The Daily Show.
Sounds good.
Every night on Comedy Central, I'll be there.
Sounds
we
green,
have
right?
a great
Passion.
week of guests. Okay. Great things to talk about.
Passion.
Can't wait.
All right.
Yes.
Well, let's get the show cracking. When we come back, we got our front page news. We got some special guests joining us in a little bit. Nate Burleson and Melanie Few. Now, they do this Super Bowl week, and they do this thing called the Gospel Celebration. You guys have probably never heard about it, or if you went, you probably never seen it because you guys probably are heathens and didn't care.
Why
But
the hell is Nate going to be here? Don't Nate got his own morning show to do with Gayle King on CBS this morning?
he'll make it.
Damn.
All
Okay.
right. But front page news is next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Oh, it's Hope's birthday. How can we forget this?
Happy born
Oh
day
my
to the
God.
great.
How can we forget
Brooklyn.
this?
Happy born day to the God.
Jay-Z's birthday is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Drop a bomb. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Ivy Rivera.
Hello.
Happy born day to the God, Hove.
That's right.
Hove again, man.
Big J.
One of the last ones standing. I tell folks all the time, it's all about landing the plane with the wheels out. A lot of y'all crashing.
Sheesh.
All right. Well, let's get in some front page news. Morning, Tess.
And DJ Envy, good morning, Ivy Beautiful, and Charlamagne
morning.
the God.
Peace, Taz.
All right. Let me
And
get into some.
let me say this. Congratulations, Charlamagne, again for the Daily Show. Your critics could never. Just want to make sure they know that.
Oh, thank
Congratulations.
you. Thank you,
brother.
Taz.
All right. Well, let's jump right into the scores. Now, shout to Eddie, our producer. I feel sorry for your loss.
I don't.
Yes.
Drop with a clues bomb for the San Francisco 49ers. I was rooting for y'all yesterday. Salute to my good sister Brenda. That is her team. I told her I'm rooting for your team today. I needed them to beat the Eagles, and they wiped their ass with the Eagles'
Sure
wings.
did. 42-19.
Beautiful.
Falcons beat the Jets 13-8. The Jets are on a 5-game losing streak.
And the Eagles are going to be on a 2-game losing streak because they're going to lose next week to my Dallas Cowboys, too.
Oh, okay. Now, the Colts beat the Titans 31-28. The Lions beat the Saints 33-28. The Chargers beat the Patriots 6-0. Dolphins beat the Commanders 45-15. Cardinals beat the Steelers. Buccaneers beat the Panthers. Rams beat the Browns. The Packers beat the Chiefs. And tonight, in Monday Night Football, the Bengals take on the Jaguars at 8:15. And Ryan Garcia won in boxing, if you're a boxing fan.
That was a great, it was a great fight. Great knockout, I'll say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it wasn't a great fight, but a great knockout.
Yeah. Now, where we starting? We starting with Santos?
Yeah, let's start with Santos. Now, this year was the first year Congress removed the speaker mid-session, and now they have expelled one of their own members, now former Representative George Santos, representing New York. Now, this is the third time this has happened since Civil War, after he fabricated much of his biography, and he faces a 23-count federal indictment for some alleged crimes. This is what he had to say when he stormed out, when he found out that he was expelled. Take a listen.
It's over.
Yeah.
But what reaction?
I mean,
The House vote, that's their vote. Sure. They just set new dangerous precedent for themselves. Why would I want to stay here? The hell with this place.
He's absolutely right. They did set new dangerous precedent for themselves. And I wondered, Taz, how should we feel about this? Because we know that there's people in Congress who have done, way worse. Mm-hmm. Should Congress come before the courts?
Yeah, if Congress come before the courts, I don't know if we're going to have a Congress, Charlamagne. I'm just going to be honest.
That's right.
I'm just going to be honest with you. I do. And again, let's just make it clear. Santos is a clown. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. He's a clown. He's a liar. But once you kind of open up this Pandora box, it does open up, others to be investigated. For example, Democrat Senator John Fetterman, he argued on Friday that after George Santos, the House should also be expelling Democrat Senator Bob Menendez. He wants to expel one of his own, who is now also facing legal troubles. This is what he had to say on The View, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that on the other side. Take a listen.
We have a colleague in the Senate that actually did much more sinister and serious kinds of things. Senator Menendez, he needs to go. And if you are going to expel Santos, how can you allow to somebody like Menendez to remain in the Senate? And, Santos's kind of lies were almost, funny. And he, landed on the moon and that kind of stuff. Whereas, I think, Menendez, I think, is really a senator for Egypt, not New Jersey. So I really think he needs to go.
I agree with what you said, Tez. There's a lot of clowns in Congress. That's why Congress is a circus. But once again, Congress coming before the courts is setting a dangerous precedent.
Oh, man, it's so dangerous. And for those who let me just give you this information. Those who may not know what Senator Menendez, who he was talking about, he was first indicted along with his wife of federal bribery and extortion charges in September for allegedly accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes, cash, gold bars, a Mercedes-Benz convertible, home mortgage payments in exchange for his position. Egypt gave him this money from 2018 to 2022. They accused him of secretly acting as an agent for the government of Egypt while serving as the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Now, he has pled not guilty to all of the charges, just like Santos in his charges. He pled not guilty. So just as a reminder, the criminal side of Santos's charges, he is not due in court until next September. So the ethics probe, they did find him unethical, but the criminal side, he pled not guilty, just like Senator Menendez. So now what happens is, who gets to decide who gets put out of Congress and not? And I just want to remind folks, remember we had the good brother Justin Pearson on from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. Remember when they tried to kick him out of the state legislature, and people said, hey, it should be up to the people. So my personal opinion on this, George Santos is a clown, but I'm looking at the larger picture. He wasn't going to be reelected next year for sure. And so I think that should have been up to the voters to put him out or put him in. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because us as black people, when we put our representatives in, that's literally like all we have. And so if people can just decide, I'm not talking about him, but if the Congress can decide who gets to stay and who gets to go, then the power really is removed from the people.
That's right.
And so I just think that's just a dangerous precedent. So people better start cleaning house because they're going down the list.
That's right.
That's right. And that is front page news. Now, Tez, we'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Absolutely.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Let us know how your weekend was, what you did, if it was great, if it was bad, whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad,
or blessed?
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
What's up, my brother? Peace. Listen, this Chris P from the 757. I want to say congratulations to the 49ers for helping my Cowboys get a chance to go number one. Indy, don't hate. Indy, don't hang up on me this time, because I know you was hating on the low. How about them damn 49ers? Let's give it up for the 49ers for helping my boys. We definitely gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke Philly. You know that, right?
The Eagles about to be on a 2-game losing streak after next week, sir.
Charlamagne, I agree 100%. We are look, man. We going to the Super Bowl. I never got the chance to say that. Hey, Indy, slow your roll, black man.
You right? Go ahead.
Come on. Don't you love us, man? Y'all should be tanking, man. But on the real, let me ask y'all, man, this real quick question. Do you think they should get rid of the tush push?
I still don't realize. I don't know what the tush push is. Somebody break that down for me. I've been avoiding it.
Tush push.
Hold on.
I thought that was Saucy Santana's new single.
I'll show you. You want to show me? Let me show you. I'll show you push tush.
It's getting weird in here.
I had to ask y'all two fools about the tush push, because y'all are hilarious, man. I love y'all. Breakfast Club King.
All right.
Peace to the queen that's on deck with y'all. Keep up with
Ivy
the work,
Rivera.
man.
Thank you, brother.
Why?
Ivy, God bless you, queen.
Why
Bless
doesn't
you.
Saucy Santana come out with a single called the Tush Push? Can't you see the TikTok challenge already? Huh?
I mean, you should start it.
I don't know what it is yet, but it sounds like something Saucy would be doing.
Hey, Trav.
Yeah.
Speaking of tush pushing,
We're talking about tush pushes this morning.
Oh man, listen, I'm so glad. I'm actually calling today to talk about how we might be going to the bowl this year, baby. NFL wide open.
I'm waiting on somebody to offer me some good, affordable sweet seats, because I'm ready to buy my sweet seats. That's how much I believe the Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. I'm buying my sweet seats now.
So buy me one too, Shar. You know I've been holding it down. Shar, put me in the suite with you, Shar.
Nah.
This is gonna be a one-in-a-lifetime thing. You know what? No, if we win the bowl this year, I feel like we're gonna win like at least 2 or 3 more in the next 5
I think if the Cowboys, it's not gonna happen. But if the Cowboys do go, I think it's only right that you bring Trav with you.
No. I gotta
Come
bring my
on,
dad,
talk to her, Envy,
my 2
talk
younger
to her.
brothers.
Nah,
No.
I think
No.
that y'all, and then y'all should do the tush push at the game.
No.
Now, see, look, now, Envy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bye,
But
Trav.
hey,
I told
Ivy,
you, Trav.
how are you, boo?
See, Trav, he only your babe behind the scenes, but he don't want to take you to the big game.
Say peace, Ivy.
Charlamagne loves me, and I love me some Charlamagne. Envy, don't be jealous because you're a Giants fan.
Trav, I'm going to make sure you end up in the suite with Charlamagne.
There
I
you
got
go.
you.
So come on now, talk to me. Hold me down, Ivy. I need this.
I got you.
All right,
Bye,
Trav.
y'all.
Peace.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, you got Jay, man. What's happening?
What's up, Jay? Get it off your chest.
Yo, man, headed into work today. First off, peace, love, God. You know, keep doing what y'all do. Proud of y'all for holding it down. But enough about that. Let's talk about these people at my job. You know, I got to get behind them. They never do what they supposed to do, but they always get the pass. Ain't no accountability. They in there with the Caucasian persuasion, just doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at them like, this how we do? Let me try something like that. I might be homeless and unhappy. This is totally unacceptable. I just wanted to get that up off my chest before I go in there and do something I don't want to do. You feel me?
Why don't you file a formal complaint?
You know, it sounds good. You know, we got the union, but the thing is the union protects both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Of the fence. It sounds good. You know, you can go through everything, but unless you have hardcore proof and accountability for the supervision, you know, ain't nothing gonna come through.
I respect that. Well, you know, try to get some proof, man. You know, what you just said is the problem with the world, and I'm glad you realize that. Everybody wants to go with their feelings, but nobody wants to go with the facts. You get you some facts, you go in there and you make a formal complaint.
Oh yeah, it's going down, man. But you know, they think it's chess, not checkers, so they got the right one. Feel me?
There you go. I like that. I like that.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what's good? It's Keith from Brooklyn, you heard?
Keith from Brooklyn, you heard?
Brooklyn.
Yo, what's going on? Yo, shout out to Jay-Z. Today's Jay-Z's birthday, the God.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and I just want to make sure, DJ Envy, can you please play Jiggle What, Jiggle Who?
Okay, we'll try to get that on for you. All morning long.
Yeah. That's my joke. Yeah, you're doing the all morning long mini mix for him, right?
Yeah, well, we're doing a mini mix, of course, but all morning long we're going to be playing some whole joints. So we'll see if we can get you.
Yeah.
All right, love y'all.
Peace, King.
That was a big tune right there.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. What's your favorite hole, Jordan?
All I Need.
All I Need. Okay. Charla?
It changes, but recently over the last few years, Already Home.
Already
With
Home.
Kid Cudi.
I like Heart of the City. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. What we talk about?
Man, we got prayers for Michael B. Jordan. We got to talk about Beyonce in this recap. You know, her film came out. And we got to talk big things for Usher. Congrats to him. All coming up next.
All right. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Happy Monday, damn it.
Yes, it's a Monday.
What's happening?
Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our guest co-host, Ivy Rivera, here.
Hey.
And let's jump to the rumors.
All right, Beyonce.
Hey, hold on.
Sorry.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
Ivy.
Big Ivy.
You're the person that's we want to see.
Drop on the cruise bump for Big Ivy.
You know, I will always talk about what's going on in the culture. I was very bochitera.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to him. Mad Spanish instrumentals.
Come on, Jill, I know.
Noria,
She made it
Fat
more Puerto
Joe,
Rican.
Big Pun, J-Lo. Damn.
Don't be fooled by the rock that I got. Don't hate. Did you learn a new word? A bonchinchera?
What do I mean?
Yeah, what's that?
You like to gossip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bonchinche. That's gossip.
What about Limassol?
What?
That's not a word?
That's coochie wash.
Oh, never mind.
This guy's crazy. Go ahead, Ivy.
Let's get into the rumor report. Beyonce had a great weekend. She is at the top of the box office, and the title has been held by The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise back in whatever year that was, who got 24 million first week. It's one of the biggest openings for the past 2 decades. So shout out to Beyonce
for this
for the
season.
first week of December.
Yeah. For this season.
They said usually the first week of December is super duper
guys,
slow.
Give her grace. Give her grace. Thank you.
I just want to be in context.
Yeah, no,
in context for this week.
No, they said
that week.
Yeah, the first week of December is usually a slow week, so nobody usually puts movies out. They said for the past 20 years it's been horrible. So the fact that she did 21 million is like a major thing.
That's right. Drop on a clue.
Salute to Beyonce.
Yes, and I'm sure you've seen all weekend, everybody has been cutting up in the theaters. This is something I've never seen before. Everybody is in every theater going crazy. I think we have some audio just to give you an example in case you missed it.
There's no way in hell I would ever want to go see the Beyonce movie with black people.
No, honestly, that's
no,
crazy.
That's not what I want. That's not. Usually, there's some movies I enjoy seeing with us. I do not want to see the Beyonce Renaissance movie with black people.
But you know, people are upset about it. They go into the movie to see the movie, and it was like they can't hear the movie. People are singing and dancing. It was like, if you want to go that hard, you should have went to Renaissance, not the actual movie.
And what if I didn't get a chance to go to the concert because the ticket prices were too high? So the movie is my experience.
Correct.
But all of y'all who already been to the concert, reliving your concert moments.
That's right.
And making all that noise in the theater. Ain't nobody. I want everybody to be on the mute challenge for the whole damn movie. Okay.
Well, maybe that's the frequency that she's trying to set. I don't know. But shout out to Beyonce and the Beehive.
That's right.
But
just don't go if you're trying to chill and watch a movie for real.
That's right. And just for the record, Taylor Swift opening weekend of her movie was 92.8 million. So, you know, even though Beyonce had a great opening weekend, y'all still let Beyonce down. I just want to throw that out there.
Here we go.
As a Pinkett Smith, Winfrey Knowles Carter, I need to let y'all know, y'all really let, her down. For anybody that's been having this debate all year about who's bigger, Taylor or Beyonce, y'all let Beyonce down yet again. Just want to throw that out there.
Charlamagne, sometimes you just got to let her shine.
No, she shines regardless. She's Beyonce. I'm just saying, for everybody who likes to engage in that debate, you let her down. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, God.
Should have bought 5 tickets at once.
Well, speaking of great concerts, Usher ended his longtime residency in Las Vegas with his 100th and final show this weekend.
Phenomenal.
If you didn't go to this show, you truly missed out on a time. I went there twice.
Oh, wow.
And it was amazing every time. The last time I was actually in tears. But he actually was moved to tears, just celebrating and being around so much love. Donald Glover, Floyd Mayweather, Scooter Braun, Johnson Austin, Brian Michael Cox. Even Gloria Carter was in the building for the last show. There's some audio that I came across of a interview that was about 20 years ago.
You saw that, right?
Yes, with Trevor Nelson on BBC, and they were talking about a residency in about 20 years. We have the clip. Let's get into it.
Promise me one thing. You will never become a Las Vegas resident in 20 years' time.
I can't promise you that. I can't. You know what? Because I am such a theatrical artist, I would love to be in a space. If I did decide to go to Las Vegas, it would be the most phenomenal thing you've ever seen in your life. It wouldn't be like, oh God, here he is. He's washed up, and now this is his opportunity just to collect as many checks as he wants to. No, it would be a phenomenal show.
That's why words matter. You know what I'm saying? And you should never say never, because sometimes you end up saying never, then here you go, never, and like you nevered before. So drop on the clues bombs for Usher.
Absolutely.
That was complete proof of manifestation.
Man. It's like he knew. It's like when that question was poised to him, he was like, "No, I'm not gonna say no to that."
But if I do it, it's not gonna be like your typical show. It's gonna be amazing. And he put on.
And he was right.
Because I wonder if Usher would be getting his rightfully deserved flowers if it wasn't for this Vegas residency.
I don't think he would.
I don't know if Usher would be getting celebrated the way he is now if he didn't remind people who he is with this Vegas residency. I think this Vegas residency led to the Super Bowl halftime performance that we're going to see in February, and I think it's just leading to Usher getting celebrated the way he should be.
Yep, and I can't wait for that Super Bowl performance. I know it's going to be outstanding.
You got to bring the stripper poles. You gotta bring the scribble poles out. You might have to make the ladies wear onesies or something. But you gotta have the stripper pole. That stripper pole that's on that Usher Vegas residency stage. I'm sure. Gotta hit the Super Bowl stage.
I'm sure.
Very nice. I want to get into this tea from Cher. You know she's out here Coogan. Okay, she got a little young tenderoni by her side, and she was on a recent interview with Amelia. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name, but God bless that lady, on the chicken shop date. And she asked her what is one thing that a woman should do. And she says that she believes every woman should date a younger man. Let's get into that audio.
What's one thing you think women should do once?
Go out with a younger man.
Did you fall in love very quickly?
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
I left to go to Switzerland, and he texted me, and he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to Switzerland. I'm a little tired." And then he wrote me, "Well, get some rest, baby," with 3 Y's. And I went, he doesn't know me well enough to put 3 Y's on baby. Yeah. I was kind of pissed off. And then he just started texting me.
Wow.
And I told my friends, don't fall in love with a younger man. We're too old. And don't ever fall in love by text. And there goes that dude.
Yeah, no one's ever sent me baby with 3 Y's.
Yeah, me neither, but I was pissed.
What are the positives of dating a younger man?
Older men just do not like me, but
It's probably because you're too perfect.
No.
Yes.
No.
I didn't say.
Okay.
Older men don't like me because older men like younger women. That's probably why.
Yeah, and she didn't say the positive. She didn't say the positive about dating a younger man, but I'm sure it's that schlong game. I'm definitely sure.
That young schlong game?
That young schlong.
You don't say schlong. You let it go. You let it Ivy.
That young schlong game.
But what's baby 3? But what's baby with 3 Y's? Was that
baby
something?
with 3 Y's?
Baby.
Like, does that mean something?
I mean, I don't know. It gassed her up. I wouldn't see baby on my text with 3 Y's and be gassed.
Wait until he starts introducing her to emojis. Okay. She probably lost her mind when she saw that yellow circle with the heart eyes.
Or the eggplant.
Oh my God.
Or the eggplant.
Oh my gosh. Not to put a damper on the highs, but I have to send prayers out to Michael B. Jordan. He was involved in a crash this past weekend. Luckily, he is not undergoing any injuries.
Right.
He wasn't even under the influence of drugs or alcohol, but his Ferrari crashed into a Kia on the Sunset Strip at 11:30 p.m.
You ain't pray for the Kia? I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time.
It was a parked car.
It was parked.
Exactly. Nobody was in it.
Nobody was in it.
I don't know if I need to waste God's time talking about praying for Michael B. Jordan.
Lovely looking man, okay?
Oh, please.
We need him to stay healthy.
Kia's bumper was just a little scratched up, but that Ferrari was missing a tire, bumping, glass, all types of stuff. So he was driving an 812 super fast Ferrari. It's about $500,000 to $580,000. Does 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. The torque on that thing is crazy. It's rear wheel drive, so the ass moves when you push the gas. So you never know what happens.
We definitely not praying for that Kia.
I'm pretty sure
Kia's fine.
I'm pretty sure God is sending those prayers to his junk mail. Okay, I'm pretty sure Jesus is sending those prayers to his junk mail. Okay,
yeah, that Kia is fine, and that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Cezlyn Figueroa will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Of course, we got Ivy Rivera, our special guest co-host. And what up, Tiz?
What's going on, DJ Envy? Good morning, Ivy. Hey, sweetie. And Charlamagne the Guy.
Peace, Ted.
Some quick sports. Now, yesterday, the 49ers washed the Eagles 42-19.
Drop on the cruise bonds for the San Francisco 49ers. You know I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. I was rooting for the 49ers. Salute to my good sister, Brenda. She is a 49ers fan. I told her that I was rooting for the 49ers. I needed them to beat the Eagles. The Eagles will be on a 2-game losing streak after next week when they play my Dallas Cowboys. So thank you to the San Francisco 49ers for wiping your ass with the Eagles' wings. We appreciate it.
All that. All right. Now, the Falcons beat the Jets 13-8. The Jets on a 5-game losing streak. The Colts beat the Titans. Lions beat the Saints. The Chargers beat the Patriots. Texans beat the Broncos. Cardinals beat the Steelers. The Dolphins washed the Commanders 45-15. Buccaneers beat the Panthers. The Rams beat the Browns. And the Packers beat the Chiefs last night 27-19. Tonight in Monday Night Football, the Bengals take on the Jaguars. And Ryan Garcia won. Knocked out. What's his name? Oscar Duarte?
Oscar Duarte?
Duarte?
I don't know.
Duarte.
Salute to Ryan Garcia, though. Great knockout. But that shoulder roll was trash, bro. Don't ever do that again.
All right, now let's talk about New York City bodega owners.
Yeah, and one of the toughest cities to own a gun, New York City. Hundreds of New York City supermarkets and bodega owners are arming themselves as the epidemic of violent theft continues to plague their businesses. Take a listen.
A secret society now helps bodega owners get legal guns to protect themselves. It's a subset of the trade group United Bodegas of America. Organizers reveal their effort today, saying the shop owners need to protect themselves, their employees, and their customers. The program also provides the bodega owners with gun training and help on their gun permit applications.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I heard that this morning when I was driving, and they were saying actually some retired New York City police officers were actually training them, and they were saying the first thing that they have to do is if you have too much emotion, they don't suggest you actually owning a gun. But these bodegas have been robbed for a very long time. People know 9 times out of 10 they usually don't have any protection, and all they have is a cat and a bat, usually in the bodega. So that's it made it an easy target. So the fact that they can actually protect themselves and make sure they make it home to their families, I'm not mad at that.
What does that even mean if you have too much emotion? How the hell you know somebody got too much emotion? Emotion varies from situation to situation.
No, he was saying this morning that if you, meaning emotionally, like if you respond and not calm when things happen, they just don't want you just shooting people recklessly. And they feel like, I guess, from the training that the more emotional you are, the better you are as a gun owner.
I get what you're saying, but once again, emotions vary from situation to situation. So I don't understand that logic, but I'm two-way all day, so I don't have any problem with somebody having a firearm to protect their home or protect their business.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, the National Supermarket Association, which represents roughly 600 independent grocers, estimated a quarter of its members in the city are packing heat compared to 10% pre-pandemic. And after thieves cut a hole in the roof of one of the supermarkets and stole $3,000, smashed up the register and the camera system, one of the grocery store owners said, you can see the necessity because the city is getting out of hand with the crime rate. So.
Yeah, I think that, and I think the fact that, people know that bodega owners are going to start carrying guns, I say it'll give somebody, you think twice before robbing that store.
Yeah, I think you need the signs. Remember those? Some people have signs that say this house is protected by a firearm.
Oh yeah, this store protected by
a firearm. Put that in the window.
Or store owner carries a firearm.
That's right.
Yeah,
make people think twice.
My thoughts go directly to that 2018 murder of Junior Guzman when he was dragged out of that bodega. I feel like had that rule been established then, a lot would have probably have different,
Because you think the bodega owner could have pulled out his weapon
protected
and been like,
him. Yes,
get out my store with all
1,000%.
that. Yeah.
But on the flip side is, and I think we know, especially UIV knows, that a lot of sometimes these bodega owners are racist, right? When we walk in the stores, they look at us different than they look at some other people, and that would be a fearful thing too, because a lot of these bodega might think that all black people that come in here is trying to rob them. You know what I mean? So that could be scary as well. But I think people should have the right to protect themselves.
I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree with that. But I think for the most part, everybody simply wants peace.
Absolutely.
If I'm walking into the store and I just want to get my juice or whatever, I'm sure this owner just wants to take my money and keep it moving. Nobody really wants
problems. Right.
So what's y'all thoughts on, so if they're robbing, okay, yes, but what about shoplifting? I'm bringing that up because even though this is in New York, it's still a larger conversation. They even talked about it in the debate last week with DeSantis and Newsom, how in California, they're just, they allow people to just take stuff out and walk out and they don't want you to try to stop. So what are y'all thoughts on, okay, we know robbing when you're just trying to flat out robbing, but should they be pulling out firearms for people that are, stealing? Like where's the line on that? What's
that's the tough one.
No, it's not.
Yes,
That's
it is.
crazy.
No, it's not.
Why?
If you was in your house and you got to treat your store like your house. If you walked in your house, when you saw somebody in your house walking out with your TV, you're not gonna pull out your hammer and say, "Put the TV down." And get out.
But if a kid is grabbing a chocolate bar, you gonna pull out your hammer and say, "Put the chocolate bar down"?
That's a scenario.
But these bodegas ain't got no TVs. They got small stuff.
That's a scenario.
They got Fabuloso. They got bread.
It depends. Everything is a case by case situation. Of course, I'm not gonna pull out a gun on a little kid stealing a chocolate bar.
But if somebody does steal something, right, your first reaction is to get them to stop, right? So you grab them or you try to take it from them. Now a fight ensues.
No, I'm not grabbing them.
Most people are gonna grab them.
But honestly, that's what the firearm is for. I'm gonna stay behind the counter, and I might reach for my weapon and be like, "Put it down, get out the store." You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to grab them.
Bread.
But I guess they don't do that and they start getting trigger happy. That's what I want to know.
Well, grab the bat. Keep the bat. How about keep the bat for situations like that?
The bat for situations like that.
So you grab the gat. You grab the gat for extreme situations. You grab the bat for stuff like the chocolate bar.
Exactly.
And hope that the person stealing the chocolate bar don't have a gun.
Yeah, right. It's a tough one.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. All right. Well, let's talk about these lack of counselors right now in the schools.
Yeah, at least 16 of 20 of the largest U.S. public school districts are offering online therapy sessions to reach millions of students. I think you'll like this, Charlamagne. Now, in those districts alone, schools have signed provider contracts worth more than $70 million. The growth reflects a booming new business born from America's youth mental health crisis, which has proven to be lucrative among venture capitalists who are funding a new crop of school therapy companies. Now, the problem what people are having with this is they're saying that some experts are saying that people, these online therapy companies are popping up because they're, doing it for money and not really for the right reasons and are concerned about the quality of care. But then on the other side, the schools are saying that the shortages, because they have a shortage of practitioners, that they need something to offer these kids to give them some type of therapy and that it is actually working. So that's the two different positions on that, but I think it's always a good thing when you can offer some type of, mental health awareness for kids to be able to, do it. And online is a good way to do that as well. So I guess it just depends on how you look at it. What you guys think?
Yeah, it's very hard to push back on more resources for people in regards, to mental health, regardless of what people's intentions are for creating these resources.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna lie, my high school experience, I wouldn't have succeeded if I didn't have a counselor. So I'm all the way here for this online therapy session, but I also would like to encourage more physical counselors in these school buildings because it's nothing like in-person conversations. Like that online is just it's a real buffer.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Tezlyn Figaro's podcast, the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tezlyn Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right. Now, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Now, Philadelphia lawmakers vote to ban ski masks in some public places, a move that police like, but rights advocates don't seem to love too much. Now, the bill bans the use of ski masks in parks, schools, public transportation, and other city-owned buildings. A move they say will help law enforcement solve crimes because they actually can't see who's doing these crimes because kids have or people have masks on. Now, the bill passed by a 13-2 vote will fine people $250 for each offense and up to $2,000 if a mask is worn during the commission of a crime. So let's talk about it. 800-585-1051.
They banning the shiesty?
Yeah, they're banning the shiesty out in Philadelphia. What are your thoughts? Let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone. Made it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Ivy Rivera, here.
Yes, sir.
And if you're just joining us, Philadelphia has banned the ski mask. Now, they ban them in sub-public places. They're saying a measure that will increase public safety and reduce crime. Now, some of the places that they're banning these masks are public places like schools, recreation centers, parks, city-owned buildings, and public transportation. Now, we're asking, what are your thoughts on this? If you're caught wearing one of those places, it's a $250 fine. And if you're caught doing a crime with a mask, it's a $2,000 fine.
They have banned the shiesty. I don't have a problem with it, especially in public places. The park, I don't understand that because it is cold in parks. Some public transportation is definitely cold, you know what I mean? So, any place where there are no elements that they have to fend off, I totally understand them banning. There's no need to, walk into a store with a ski mask on. I always tell y'all this story, man. Back in the day, my dude Shane Gandy, God bless the dead. Shane was a young man from West Virginia. Remember that show that used to come on MTV called Buck Wild?
Yep.
Yeah, and I remember we were down there shooting an episode of Buck Wild, me and Lil Duval, and I had the full camouflage gear on, and I had a ski mask on. And we pulled over to like a drugstore or something, and I was about to get out, and Shane said verbatim, he went crazy, turned beet red, and he said, Charlamagne, no! Can't go in there with that ski mask on. You a nigger in West Virginia, they'll kill you dead. I wasn't even offended that he used the N-word because he was trying to show me and tell me how they will see me in West Virginia going in there with a ski mask on. So, yeah, there's no need to have on no ski mask in no public place.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like, especially in the summer, when I see these young individuals wearing these ski masks in the summer, I just think it's a problem. And I know for people trying to fight crimes, you can't see who's doing the crime. I mean, you can't see hairstyle, you can't see tattoos. All you really see is just eyes. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do get it. When I fly and it's a long flight, back when COVID was big, I would wear a ski mask. The reason being is the mask would hurt the back of my ears. When you have to put those masks on and you have to, on a flight for 5-6 hours, it would hurt. So I would wear the ski mask so I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but people know you're not about to stick up the plane.
Exactly. That's my point.
You done went through security. You done went through the metal detectors. They know you're not about to stick up the plane.
That's my point. And I wouldn't allow my kids to wear ski masks. No, not at all. I don't feel for their safety, and I think it's a good thing. I think hopefully it will reduce a lot of these crimes, because if somebody walks into a store or a business that has a ski mask on it, 9 times out of 10 people are already thinking the worst.
Just pull it up. What about you, fashionista? Miss Fashionista Ivy Rivera.
I was gonna say it's a fashion thing now. They sell ski masks everywhere, and the COVID epidemic really influenced that, right? To your point, when you didn't want to wear a mask, you put on a ski mask because it was just more convenient. You could pull it up and make it a hat and do whatever you had to do. So now to fight for you not to wear it is like what happened to like my freedom of just expressing myself, but I do agree that in certain places it's just unnecessary. So I mean, when you committing a crime, hello, you want to put that ski mask on. You're not going to be like, hey, everybody, I'm committing a crime.
Yeah.
So,
just to put people at ease, if I walk into a public place, all you got to do is pull it up, guys. That's it. Just don't cover your face.
And doesn't it, isn't that something that just, kicks back your breath?
Well, you have to brush your teeth. You got to brush your teeth.
I feel like, the mask really shed light on how many people's breath really stink.
A lot of y'all found out y'all needed root canals.
But, yeah, people talking through that ski mask ain't it.
Hello, Jada.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Take us off Bluetooth right fast, mama.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. What do you think about the ski mask ban?
I think they should ban them across the country because, it's cold outside, I understand, but if the kids are going to come into the places of business, they're going to keep them on. You got to have enough common sense to take it off when you get inside where you're going.
That's right.
You ain't going to do that, and 9 times out of 10, they're not going to do that. Then it's ban them across the whole country. It is what it is.
I agree.
Thank you. Hello, who's this?
Good morning. It's your boy Lovey from the Bronx. Good morning, NV. Good morning, Charlamagne.
Lovey, what up?
Hi, Ivy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing marvelous. How you doing, Poppy?
Why y'all talking to each other like that?
I don't know.
I'm doing black now.
She likes white
got
guys.
My morning pop.
She likes white guys, Lovey.
Lovey, you're
That
not.
was a
Come on.
That was
That's
a
a
rumor.
rumor?
Yes, I'm here to confirm that it's not true.
Well, I'm here to confirm that, I'm Mr. 13 and a half, so if you ever think about flipping over.
Yo, relax. Yo,
Come
don't talk
on,
to my
Lovey. You
niece
ain't
like
gonna mess
that.
up,
Fall
mess
back.
up
Nah, we not doing
Ivy's
all
life,
that.
all right? That's little sis.
Relax.
Leave her alone.
And why you look so excited, Ivy? Sit down somewhere.
I'm just shocked.
Oh.
Go ahead, Lovey.
Are you shocked now? Wait till I get a hold of you.
All right, Lovey.
That's not happening. Hang up. Matter
All
of fact,
right,
hang up.
all
I
right,
don't
all
want
right.
to talk to Lovey. I don't want to talk to Lovey.
Come on, Lovey. Continue on. Go ahead.
All right. I want to say, as a single father, this ski mask thing is kind of touchy-feely. Because my son's school had me come to the school over the ski mask so I can see how it can be. I mean, if you're a single father, you send your son out, you want your son to come home. So, you know, Charlamagne as a father, Envy as a father, it can be how they want to shoot us down for just having black skin.
That's right.
You can imagine having that ski mask and them having this game perception in their head. So I don't know, man. I'm on the fence.
It's not
with this thing.
I don't know. This is not rocket science, guys. Like you don't walk into a public establishment with your ski mask on. Like just simply pull it up so people can see your face. It's not difficult.
Love you in the Bronx. It hasn't been that cold yet to wear a ski mask. Let's be honest. Like I get it when the temperatures are snowing and it's 10 degrees. I get it, but it hasn't been that cold.
And by the way, you're only wearing that outside.
Yeah, you haven't been that cold to wear it.
Once you walk into a venue where there's heat, pull your goddamn mask up. It ain't rocket science.
Now, ski masks to men is like sunglasses to girls. We want to be low.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't agree.
Nah.
I love my Breakfast Club family. Y'all have a blessed day.
I don't think sunglasses and the ski mask I think that's a false
It's like a disguise.
Nah.
Ski masks are the new baggy jeans, though.
Nah, ski masks are the new hoodies. I would say the new hoodies. But the problem with that is if somebody commits a crime and they're wearing a ski mask, you can't be mad if they pull you over because you got a ski mask on.
I mean, if
You
you're
see what I'm
driving
saying?
with a ski mask
If you
on,
driving
like,
with a ski mask on, you deserve to be pulled over.
Literally.
Why the hell would you be driving with a ski mask on? Unless you ain't got no heat or something. There's got to be a reason. Why the hell you driving with no ski mask on?
Bro, they were wearing ski masks in the summer. It's 100 degrees. They got ski masks on.
Once again, stop and frisk. Okay? Why the hell are you wearing a ski mask in the summer? Like, let's make some sense. We're not making no sense here, people.
None. 800-585-1051. So Philadelphia is banning the ski mask in some public places. What are your thoughts? Let's discuss. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club. Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about Philadelphia. They just banned ski masks in certain public places, all right? They're saying that they want to increase public safety and get rid of some of the high violence, all right? Now, it passed yesterday with a 13-2 vote. Now, some of the places is going to be schools, recreation centers, parks, city-owned buildings, and on public transportation.
I'm actually shocked that they had to make this a law. I would honestly believe that people with common sense would know you shouldn't walk into a public establishment with a ski mask on.
What I want to see is if crime actually changes with this pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's going to be a game changer for real.
I think it will. And there's a lot of people that don't agree with it. We got RJ on the line. RJ, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Now, you think banning the ski mask is stupid? Yep.
Yeah, it's totally stupid. Why are you going to ask people to obey the law while they're in the process of breaking the law?
Huh? What?
Doesn't make any sense.
What'd you say?
I get what he's saying, because you're saying that the people who are actually committing crimes are going to wear a ski mask anyway.
Correct. Yeah, and these are not law-abiding people we're talking about. You're trying to...
Where bodega owners are now allowed to use weapons, right? Or have guns on them. Mm-hmm. All it's doing is stopping people from being suspicious of other individuals. I think it's actually decreasing things like profiling. It's making people feel more safe and more secure. Because if I'm working in a store and somebody walks in, let's just say a group of people walk in with ski masks on, you're not going to automatically feel away? You're not going to automatically be like, man, maybe I should call somebody to come just investigate this situation?
I mean, if I'm in a store and I see somebody walk in the store with a ski mask,
you suspicious.
I'm going to be on high alert.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on high alert.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Hello, who's this?
This Pat from Cleveland.
Hey, Pat from Cleveland, talk to us. We're talking about Philadelphia's banning ski masks. What's your thoughts?
Man, I can see you banning it, walking inside a store or anything, but it's the wintertime. Everybody needs to keep warm. It's the same as wearing the COVID mask and a hat on your head. You still ain't going to know who it is.
They're only talking about public places, sir. They said the park, which I think is a bit ridiculous. I don't think they should put the park in there. But most of
the park is an outside place. Correct. It's cold outside.
Yeah, most of these places they're talking about are public. Most of these places they're talking about are public places, though.
Right. I think anything indoors is the problem. Like, once you go indoors, the mask got to come on.
That's it. That's all that's what I mean when I say public places. Like, if you walk indoors with a ski mask on, pull your ski mask up, bro.
Dustin.
Yeah?
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. We're talking about Philadelphia banning these ski masks. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I feel like it's a good thing. We already have enough crime going on, and then not to be able to kind of see who's doing that crime makes it a lot harder. And then on top of that, I mean, there's ski masks. So unless you got ski on your feet, you in the mountains and you snowing, there's no reason to be having that ski mask on.
And once again, they didn't ban ski masks, guys. They just don't want you wearing ski masks indoors in public venues. I don't have a problem with that.
My man Dustin sound like a mom. He said, if you don't got the skis on your feet, you ain't got no ski mask on. Like
Cliff.
What up, though?
What up, though? Detroit, what's up? Yeah, I know you like the ski mask, boy, because Detroit be cold.
Look, I like the ski mask when the Detroit Lions rally us to go ahead and bring it to the game. But it's Detroit, bro. I'm tired of going to the grocery store and having to reach for my strap just because I see one of these youngins with a poo shiesty on. Like, come on, youngin. Get a scarf on. Get some gloves on. Get some earmuffs like Envy. We seem about the right age, man. We grew up, we ain't had no shiesty mask on walking to and from school, man. Come on.
Now, we did have the half mask. I had the half mask when I had to take a bus, but that's when temperatures were like 5 degrees and it was snowing outside.
But you were outside.
And we were outside.
My man said in the grocery store. All they're saying is they're banning these ski masks from being in venues. I don't have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with
What's
it.
wrong with y'all?
Y'all shouldn't be wearing it in the malls. You shouldn't be wearing it in stores. You shouldn't be wearing it anything inside with other people. No,
and you look dumb in the club with it on, too, because it's too hot.
In the club, they wear it in the club all the time.
Because you look, they think it's a fashion statement, but I know you hot.
But how do you drink?
I was literally going to ask that. They pulling it down?
I know y'all want to smoke hookah. How y'all smoke hookah with the mask on?
It's so stupid.
Facts.
All right, brother. Thank you, brother.
They poking holes in the mask? Yikes.
Hello, who's this?
It's Will.
Will, what's up? We're talking about these ski masks. Philadelphia's banning them. What's your thoughts, bro?
Man, I think it's necessary, bro. Honestly, it's like more than half the kids that's wearing them, they ain't get the shot. They ain't care about staying in distance when COVID was a thing. So it's like, why you keep wearing them now when it's not even a mandate?
Right. Okay. They they're wearing it for style because they're like it.
They're wearing it for style, so and some people are wearing it because outside is actually cold.
Look, style is one thing, but when you just walking around and you going in these stores and all that, you got this mask on your face and can't see nothing but eyes. I'm a black man, and I get nervous sometimes seeing these dudes because it be grown men still doing it.
It's common sense. I don't know why we acting like this isn't common sense, y'all.
All right, bro. Thank you, man. What's the moral of the story, guys?
You can't fight the trends. That's number one. Because a lot of this is happening because of fashion.
Yes.
But two, common sense is when you're walking into certain places and you know what you look like.
That's right.
Pull your mask up.
Pull your mask up, man. There's no reason for us to even look more suspicious than people already think. People already think we're suspicious now. You know what the hell I'm trying to say. There's no need to look even more suspicious than the suspicious you already look. Okay?
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Well, we got rumors on the way. Ivy, what we talking about?
Oh, man. We got Saucy Santana on the lineup. He had something very interesting to say that I wanted to get into. We also got some GZT, and I have some Fat Joe claims that I found very interesting coming up.
All right, we'll get into that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got Ivy Rivera as our guest co-host.
Hey.
And let's get to the rumors.
Young boy.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
Ivy.
Big Ivy.
You're the person that's we want to see.
Drop on the food bump for Big Ivy.
You know, I will always talk about what's going on in culture. I was very bochitera.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to him.
Oh, man, here's your rumor report. You know we are in the midst of the holidays, and we want to be in matching pajamas with our baes. But unfortunately, a few marriages are just going downhill. One of them being Jeezy and Jeannie Mae. There is mess going on. Long story short, there is rumors of cheating, infidelity, and that is causing trouble when it comes to custody of their daughter Monaco.
Who's being accused of the infidelity?
Jeezy is.
Okay.
Unfortunately, and I hate to see it. So it's getting real technical when it comes to the law, and they're getting their legal teams involved because in their prenup it does state in all forms of electrical electronic communication, including but not limited to texting, sexting, FaceTiming, social media, and or DMs, shall result in a significant financial penalty upon the adulterous party as specified in said prenuptial agreement.
Y'all don't think that's too broad?
Broad. That's very specific. You can't wink. You can't say hey.
That's wild. That's too broad. Like, how can she prove any of that? Emotionally suggestive, emotional relationships. So I'm never supposed to FaceTime, DM a woman ever. That makes no sense.
I think it was sexting or flirting, but then it's or flirting, right? But then it's how you take something.
That's not what I read. It didn't just say flirting. It just said emotion. You can't have an emotional relationship or be the wording they used was emotionally suggestive. What did that even mean?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know, but it's also tricky because Jeezy is a celebrity and a lot of people love him, and whenever they want to show love, especially if it's a woman, how do you respond? Thank you, love, or I appreciate the love.
True.
And
very true.
You send a heart, you send a smiley face, whatever, and that could be a trigger. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's wild.
It really depends. It depends.
Too far. Heart is a little too crazy.
That's a little crazy. By the way, black men don't cheat. That's number one. Number two, Jeezy has already denied this. Number three, let's just say hypothetically it was true because it's not, because black men don't cheat. What if he cheated with a black woman? Then it's not cheating.
Yo, shut up. But
what?
Shut up, man. But I will say this. But I'm sure
coming home.
I would think Jeezy's attorneys is the one that set up the prenup, right? Because Jeezy's the one with the upper hand during the time, right? Because he made the most money and all that other stuff.
I have no idea.
So I'm not sure why Jeezy was signing that.
Because you're not expecting you're not doing anything wrong. Like, why wouldn't you sign?
Right, but if things go wrong,
the language is broad.
The language is definitely broad. That could just could get you in trouble.
There's a lot of loopholes in this clause. So, I mean, good luck. I hope y'all figure it out, because now y'all getting baby girl involved, and it's like y'all fighting to see the daughter, and that's not fun. So
that's very true.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, once again, black men don't cheat.
Shut up, Charlotte.
Black men don't cheat. And if you're in an interracial relationship, if you're a black man in a relationship with a woman that's not a black woman, if you so-called
have
get
relations
with another black woman, it's not cheating.
What is it called?
That's science.
What's it called?
Science.
It's called science.
It's called coming home.
Coming home. I'm coming home.
That's all right.
Jesus.
I honestly, my personal opinion, I really don't think Jeezy did cheat.
Me neither. I
feel like he's standing on business. He really was firm about having a family and showing his love to his woman.
I'm with you 100%.
I don't know.
I agree with you.
But you know what? I wonder if she can use the Nia Long interview where they're going back and forth and giving each other positive affirmations and say, well, there it goes right there, because they weren't necessarily.
They were already separated.
Were they?
Did that.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, okay.
They were. Oh, man. Moving on.
Damn.
Saucy Santana. VH1 started dropping clips to promote their upcoming show For the Fellas, and they interviewed Saucy. Yeah, it's a few personalities in there. Mack Wilds is one of the people during that interview, and Saucy Santana is the one being interviewed. And in that interview, they asked him about his fears of having children, and he said that he actually has fears of his future son being gay. Let's get into the audio.
Saucy, man, I'm interested, man. Do you want kids?
I think for me, just being honest, I'm just worried about how to raise a kid. And just me being gay, if I have a son, I wouldn't want my son to be gay. And not because nothing is wrong with it, but because of everything that I went through. Yeah.
Do you feel like that may be a little bit of self-hate, that you wouldn't want your son to be a reflection of who you are?
I don't never look at it as self-hate, because I love myself more than anybody. It's just not easy. So that's why I kind of equated it to like, hey, I grew up in the projects. I don't want my child to, I just feel like I want better, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if better is the right words, because not saying to me nothing is wrong with being gay, but
you want the world to treat gay people better.
Yeah.
And you can't control that.
And you can't control that.
I totally understand what he's saying. It's not self-hate at all. He doesn't want his son to have to deal with the same obstacles and discrimination that he faced. I totally get it.
But my problem is, if a straight man said that, he'll have a problem. They'd be like, oh, this, that, and the other. But he said the same thing, which I think most people feel.
What, I don't want my son to be gay?
Right, but the reasons is because this world doesn't necessarily take I would say
kindly
kindness
to gay people.
To gay people, yeah.
You can say that.
But if a straight man said it, it would be, oh, we're gonna cancel him. He's homophobic. He's this. He's that. He's this.
Not if he explained it.
I think they would.
I mean, well, they're not listening then. Just like I saw people being upset at Saucy Santana. You ain't listened to the nuance of what he said. You just saw the headline.
I mean, I kind of agree with Envy. I'm not gonna lie. I think there is a double standard, and because Saucy Santana identifies as what he identifies as, he has more leeway to talk about these things, right? Because he's already in that community, so he's gonna stand for that.
If a straight man said it, they would say he's homophobic. They would be trying to cancel him. But he says the same thing that I think most fathers would think. You don't want your son to go to a place where he's not taken as kindly, and it is what it is.
If you listen to the nuance of what Saucy said, you totally get it. I feel like, and I do agree with you, people would have backlash, but smart people would listen to what said straight man was saying and the nuance of what he was saying, and they would understand it. It's like me when I talk about interracial relationships.
Oh gosh. Let's get into Fat Joe real quick, because there's a lot of people that are backing up their lyrics nowadays, because following Young Thug's RICO case, it has opened up the floodgates for people to use their lyrics against them. So during an interview with Gayle King, Fat Joe discussed his views on free speech as an artist and revealed the truth about his music.
I've been rapping professionally for 30 years. I've lied in almost 95% of my songs. I'm being lied.
Like how? What do you mean?
Go. I write like I feel that day. I'm just being creative. If you could probably you couldn't build the jail high enough for the lyrics I've said on songs, which are all untrue. What I am is a family man, the person who gives back to my community all the time, open businesses in my community. So the music would never amount to the actual person, Joseph Cartagena.
I feel like if rappers always spoke like that, then we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in now, as far as people using lyrics and quote. Rap should have always been looked at as entertainment. But, people used to get shamed because they didn't necessarily, quote unquote, live their lyrics. And then, listen, we're all to blame for that, because as a consumer, I used to want my rappers to live
real.
Their lyrics too. But guess what? That's when I was young and dumb. You know what I mean? Now, when I realized that, this can actually lead them to end up in jail or dead, and it's influencing people the wrong way, it should all be considered just entertainment.
Absolutely.
Same way you watch a gangster movie and realize, okay, that on the screen isn't real. It should be the same thing for rappers.
Or you got to be smart enough to know that if you do rap, you say that my raps are not real, so they can never be used against you. Because you would clearly say that these raps are fake.
That's real triggering though, because I don't know if that gains or loses your fan base.
They don't care as long as that music jamming. They don't care. People really don't care.
I don't know. I feel like fans are fans of rappers who they believe are speaking their truth,
correct,
quote unquote.
Well, the rapper might not be doing it, but I am. So I don't care. This song is for me. You made this for me. This is my soundtrack.
Well, that is your rumor report. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, Felicity Huffman. We need her to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with her, please.
What's her name again?
Felicity Huffman.
Okay, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Charlamagne, say the gang, dunk it other Charlamagne.
You are a donkey. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
Donkey of the Day does not discriminate.
I might not have the song of the day, but I got the donkey of the day.
So if you ever feel I need to be a donkey, man, hit me with the heat.
Yeah, it's The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Who's donkey of the day today?
Donkey of the Day for Monday, December 4th goes to Oscar-nominated actress Felicity Huffman. Now, unless you've been fasting from social media for the last few years, then you may not know that Felicity Huffman served some time in prison and completed court-ordered community service because she broke the law. Okay, she pleaded guilty in 2019 to conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud. I don't even know what that is. And she served 11 days of a 14-day prison sentence and was ordered to do 250 hours of community service and pay a fine, all because she tried to take a shortcut. And she quickly learned, like most of us learn in life, that there are no shortcuts. If you take shortcuts, you get cut short. Can we flash back to what happened? What caused Felicity to end up in prison? Let's go to ABC News for the report, please.
Actress Felicity Huffman walking out of court today, but not free of prison. The celebrity brushing past cameras with husband and actor William H. Macy moments after she was sentenced to 14 days behind bars. In front of the judge, the prosecutor said most parents have the moral compass and integrity not to step over the line. The defendant does not.
One more time.
After noting Huffman's fame and wealth several times, the prosecutor said emphatically, there's no paparazzi in prison. Prison is the great equalizer. She must go to prison. After pleading guilty to fraud charges in May, Huffman admitted to paying $15,000 to have her daughter's SAT scores rigged. The judge noting she apologized and accepted guilt early. Then the sentence, 14 days in prison, $30,000 fine, 1 year supervised release, and 250 hours of community service.
She paid $15,000 to have someone falsify the results of her daughter's SAT score. You know what I wonder about this, and I probably could find the answer if I cared enough to look. Her daughter didn't know, right? So I'm sure her daughter studied and prepared for the SAT test. What if her daughter would have passed on her own merit? Was the falsifying of the results just in case she failed? What lack of faith did she have in her daughter that she already knew? Let me go ahead and pay for her to pass because I know she's not too bright. Okay, I've been watching her since she got here. I know she's stupid. All right, my daughter gonna live in the basement for the rest of her life if I don't do something. She might have to join the circus or run for Congress. Same difference. Either way, she ends up being a clown. As a child, I would have all these questions for my mother if she did this to me. I appreciate you going above and beyond, Mom. You know, actually committing a crime for me to get ahead. But damn, you don't got no faith in my intelligence, okay, and my own abilities to pass this SAT test. Now, Felicity Huffman recently sat with Eyewitness News to speak for the first time about her participation in this scandal and why she did it. Let's go to ABC News for the report, please.
When he slowly started to present the criminal scheme, it seemed like, and I know this seems crazy at the time, that was my only option to give my daughter a future. And I know hindsight is 20/20, but it felt like I would be a bad mother if I didn't do it. So I did it.
Months later, the FBI was at her door.
They came into my home. They woke my daughters up at gunpoint. Again, nothing new to the black and brown community. Then they put my hands behind my back and handcuffed me, and I asked if I could get dressed.
That's what I was thinking.
And I thought it was a hoax. I literally turned to one of the FBI people in a flak jacket and a gun, and I went, "Is this a joke?"
I felt like this was the only option to give my daughter a future. Felicity Huffman's net worth is $45 million. Now, I am a habitual pocket watcher. Okay, I like to know how much money people are making, and I like to know how they're making it. As soon as I heard her make these comments about this was the only option to give my daughter a future, I Googled her net worth because I needed to know why on God's green earth would she feel like her daughter doesn't have a chance at a future. This young woman of privilege will have every single advantage that is provided to a multimillionaire's daughter. Okay, especially a multimillionaire who also has the complexion for the protection and connection. Now listen to me. She is taking penitentiary chances for her daughter because she says she wants to give her daughter a chance, to have a future. If an actress worth $45 million is thinking like that, how the hell do you not understand what people in the hood are going through? Okay, folks from poor and disenfranchised communities aren't even attempting to give their kids a shot at a better future. They're just trying to get their kids an opportunity in the present moment. And that opportunity is usually just the basics. Food, clothing, some shelter right now. Okay, so when black and brown people are out here doing what they got to do to survive, this system should have some understanding, okay? But they never do. They throw black and brown people under the jail for much less. 14 days and a fine for mail fraud. Do you know mail fraud carries a sentence of 20 years in prison? And you have to pay a $250,000 fine and be required to make full restitution. Like Felicity Huffman would have been some sister from a black or brown community. She would have gotten years behind bars for doing what Felicity Huffman did. Guaranteed. But let's talk about the bigger picture. You know how you set your kids up with opportunities to succeed in the future? Mm-hmm. How do you set your kids up with opportunities to succeed in the future? By not letting them skip steps now. Okay? Letting them know that you cannot escape the process. If your daughter takes the SAT and fails, then she just fails. Study. Come back harder next time. That is what life is about. We have to stop coddling these kids, especially in a world where they go on social media and see everybody's highlight reel. Nobody on social media is showing you the process. They're not showing you the times they failed, the times things didn't go their way. I truly believe one of the worst things about so-called cancel culture is that nobody wants to tell you about their mistakes anymore. Everybody wants to play perfect and act like they've always gotten it right. But guess what? Nobody has. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. We say wrong things. We do wrong things. We fall. We get up. We learn. We grow. We move on. We live. And we thank God for always giving us another chance. If we don't allow our kids to fail and learn how to deal with failing, then we are truly hindering their chances of being successful in the future. Felicity, right now, you have an opportunity to teach your kid a tremendous lesson about failure because you failed, but you can't let that failure define you. You have to let it shape you. And right now, your daughter is watching you. The way you handle this is how she is going to learn how to handle failure in the future. And when it comes to stuff like failing a test, please, it's just a test you fail. You take it over. Maya Angelou said it best. Courage allows a successful woman to fail and learn powerful lessons from the failure so that in the end, she didn't fail at all. Our greatest glory in life, kids, is not in never failing, but in rising every time we fail. Please let Chelsea Handler give Felicity Huffman the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. That is way too much Dan mayonnaise.
All right.
How many stories we've heard of, sisters putting their kids in different area codes or lying about where they live so their kids can go to better schools and then getting actual prison sentences? Mm-hmm. How can we not understand what they were trying to do for their children, but Felicity Huffman get a slap on the wrist for something that has a 20-year sentence? Yeah. You know why? Too much goddamn mayonnaise. Okay?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. BET, peace, BET. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody else, when we come back, Nate Burleson and Melanie Few will be joining us. They have the Super Bowl gospel celebration that happens every year, Super Bowl time. It's going down January 28th. They had people like, let's name some of them, Gladys Knight. They've had Kirk Franklin. They've had Fantasia, Mary J. Blige. They had Dougie Fresh, Snoop Dogg. And we're going to talk to them when we come back, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. It's a special guest, I should say. We have Nate Burleson and Melanie Few. Welcome.
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Appreciate you having me.
Yes.
Nate, how you got time to be here?
Man, I'm working, but I got a few breaks, and y'all told me to pull up. I'm pulling up, man.
Okay.
You don't really care about them bum-ass Cowboys anyway, so that's part of it.
That's how you start? You coming with that energy?
Don't listen to him.
The Cowboys is balling this year.
Exactly.
You want to talk about the New York teams?
Nope.
Okay, all right then.
I'm good. My Giants is good. We good. We all right.
Y'all good? And shout out to DeVito, though. Hey.
What time do y'all do CBS this morning?
I wake up at 4 a.m. We live at 7, done at 9. And then after that, if I have a shoot in the city, I'm going to stick around, get that done, or travel out somewhere. But
got you.
Listen, man, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm not tripping about working too much.
That's right. Best blessed, black, and highly favored. That's what I like to say.
That's it. Yeah, no doubt.
Now, y'all here to talk about the best of Super Bowl soulful celebration. What is that exactly?
The Super Bowl soulful celebration was originally the Super Bowl gospel celebration. And so it is a wonderful, uplifting event that puts a light on players as well as talent, whether it be gospel or R&B and soul. And just to give you a little bit of history, I went to Super Bowl back in the early 90s, and I couldn't figure out why there was no gospel event during Super Bowl. So I wrote the NFL, and I wrote them and got 7 years of rejection letters. And that's why I know that biblically the number 8 is about new beginnings.
Right.
And that's why I know it matters, because on the 8th year they said, well, this lady is crazy and she's going to keep writing us, so we will sanction you. I didn't know what a sanction was. I didn't know the importance of it. And I said, well, what is a sanction? I was hoping they were going to say meet them at the bank somewhere. And, but they said, we will give you the rights to use our intellectual property to do this event. And so we have been doing it now. We're coming up on our 25th year, but we wanted to take a moment and look back on the 24 years. Beautiful testimonies from players like Russell Wilson and Deion Sanders, and some of the most amazing talent from Patti LaBelle to Gladys Knight to Yolanda Adams and Fantasia.
Yeah.
And so when we were trying to decide, okay, how do we really look back over these 24 years and make it a beautiful experience, we immediately thought about Nate, to be the person to show our journey.
Because what's the connection with Nate and Gospel Coach?
Number one, we knew that Nate was just an exceptional person. We had done our research on what players, and to me, his life is a testimony because a lot of times people feel like players are only good for being on the field. He has shown that he has taken his career in the NFL and shot to the heights of media.
Absolutely.
To me, that is a testimony. And then, not to mention, he's fly. The only problem I told Nate we're having with him is all these church women are emailing us and we having to remind them that he's married. I'm like, I'm working for you now, Nate.
Let the church say amen. Shout out to my wife.
So where is the Soulful celebration?
It's going to be in Las Vegas. It's wherever Super Bowl is. And so we are usually the Wednesday or the Thursday night before Super Bowl. And it's just, like I said, it's an amazing journey. We do a faith in action segment where we've honored everybody from Russell Wilson to Cam Newton to Deion Sanders and others. And we've had everybody. God has really been good to us. We've had Tom Brady on the show. We've had Dak Prescott. We have had a lot
Pray
of them.
for him, please.
Pray for who?
Dak Prescott.
Okay, I am.
I'm a Cowboy fan.
Oh, okay.
Keep him protected.
Please.
We will keep him protected. And so we've had all these amazing players, and really what it is, it weaves out. It tells a story. So we take player testimonies and they talk about their faith and what drives them on the field. And then we blend that with these beautiful performances by people like Yolanda Adams, Fantasia, Gladys Knight,
Donnie McClurkin,
Kirk Franklin,
Snoop Dogg,
when his gospel album and all that. So it's been
that Burning Bush.
The Burning Bush.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, I want you to talk about this process, Melanie, because you are the founder and executive producer. But how were you able to take this idea and then have the wherewithal to say, I want to partner with a big enterprise like the NFL? Like, how did that happen?
I was that little girl when my parents would tell me no. I never understood that they really meant it for real, so I used to have to get a spanking. And so to give you guys an honest opinion, when I went to Super Bowl, I'm going to tell you, that was my before Christ days back, and we had partied all weekend, so we were all
She said my before Christ days.
We had partied all weekend, and we were looking for Jesus by Sunday. We were like, Lord, where's the gospel music? Come on, somebody.
I've been church smelling like last night.
Yeah, real bad. And so that's when the Lord gave me the idea to write the NFL. And so to make a long story short, after writing them, for some reason I couldn't let the concept go. Writing the NFLPA all these years, I just kept getting no's. Finally, and this is the truth, bless his heart, he's deceased now, but Gene Upshaw was alive at the time.
Gene Upshaw.
And Gene, one of my friends worked there, he didn't realize she was my friend. He was like, y'all, this lady is crazy. She's been emailing us for 7 years, calling, and he was like, I know how, but I figured out how we're going to get rid of her. And so they said, how? He said, I'm going to tell her we'll do it, and I, get the NFL to sanction her if she can get Gladys Knight, because that was like his favorite singer. So he thought that was going to be the final nail on the head.
That task was too tall. That's what he thought.
But he didn't know your God.
Baby.
Won't he do it?
So Gladys is from Atlanta, and she went to high school with my aunt. So when I called him, I said, I got Gladys, what's next? What's up? He was like, you telling a lie. I was like, no, I'm not. And so interestingly enough, that first year, 1999 in Miami, he said, we're going to do, I said, you want to do advanced ticket sales, because a lot of the monies go to charity, different charities. And so I said, you want to do advanced ticket sales because, church people really do come out and support faith-based consumers. And he was like, and we're just going to do a walk-up. And so he prepared food. It was a brunch back then for 300 people, and 4,000 people showed up.
Oh, wow.
So everybody had to be let in for free. And after that, they knew, okay, this is really culturally relevant,
of course,
for, this consumer base. And so that's what happened.
And who's performing this year? Who we have on the lineup? Do we know yet?
So we haven't announced it yet. And that announcement's coming from CBS.
Okay.
But it's going to be really bigger and better than it's ever been. I will tell you, I was so glad that Nate mentioned the NFL Players Choir, because I don't know if you guys know this, there is a choir of former and current players that can sing their faces off. And it's been a blessing to take the helmet off and show that there are guys that really have all this amazing talent. We have a classically trained pianist in the group, as well as others. And they actually made the
semifinals.
They made the semifinals of America's Got Talent. And so the shock value of players that can actually sing is really capturing.
Nate, were you a singer?
Nah, I'm not saying I'm a poet. I'm a rapper. You know what I mean? I got bars like that, but I can't sing. That God can't bless me with everything. You know what I'm saying?
So you got to share it a little bit.
Thank you.
God know your heart. You got to tell him. You know, he's like, he gave you that sense of humor.
All right, we got more with Nate Burleson and Melanie Few when we come back, so don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Nate Burleson and Melanie Few. Of course, they're doing the Super Bowl gospel celebration. Charlamagne?
Melanie, do you ever worry about being compared to like other gospel shows, like the Stella Awards, things like that? And what separates y'all from everybody else?
Because it's room for everybody. But I don't, because what's different about this show is we really put a focus on NFL players and their stories and their testimonies. And so that's what makes us stand out. And we don't have just gospel artists. Like I said, we've had everybody from Anita Baker, Aretha Franklin when she was alive. So we focus on...
Dougie Fresh too?
We've had Dougie Fresh, who was amazing. Speaking of rapping, I think we need to hear some bars from Nate before we leave.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I was going to ask him.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, all right.
Is this a rap or a poem?
Nah, it's more of a poem. First of all, I didn't know you were about to do that, so this isn't planned.
Well, just as you said it.
We talking gospel, so I got to remove a whole catalog out of what I did.
None of that secular stuff. None of that secular stuff.
I got something that's fitting. Actually, there's an artist. His name is Andrew. That we've collaborated on something. So I've been working on something. It's not fully baked out, but I'll see if I can get it out. All right. This is the essence to recognize His presence of the inception of every single blessing. Blessed is the understatement. I know I'm highly favored. Now look to the right. Go ahead and tell your neighbor, God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
Now to the left. Go ahead. Repeat that line.
God is good.
All the time.
Raised on the biblical, but led by the spiritual. Y'all also Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. In other words, Babylon, until you in Babylon. I use my words like birds to fly through each and every storm. The Bible says Nathaniel means God's gift. I can fish for myself, but even these rods miss. Little something, little something.
Okay.
And more years.
Now it's off the top, like Jay-Z.
Now you want to know why we chased him down.
Absolutely. and I'm sure that led to CBS airing it, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Definitely.
Helping out a little bit.
You had to go in there and shake the table a little bit?
Nah, like Jesus did. I know Gail King. Oh, yeah. Gail King, she shaked the table up around there.
Okay, so Gail made it happen, huh?
No. Melanie actually made that happen.
Right.
I think I was just an added benefit that I work for CBS.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he was added benefit because of who
CBS
he is.
Has the Super Bowl this year.
Now, I wanted to ask with NFL, right?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of players get hurt trying not to hurt other players.
Yeah, no doubt.
I see that happen. So what do you think about the
That's
NFL when it comes to, people say they soften it up, even with the quarterback, and I feel like even when they play with the quarterback, like the quarterback fake slide and they keep running, but the players don't want to hit him.
No
and
doubt.
it kind of messes up the game. So what are your thoughts on the NFL loosening up some of those?
Yeah, you know your stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I seen you in a football jersey, you didn't really fill it out. You know what I'm saying?
Hilarious.
I never played football. I played basketball. My son plays football. My son plays
I'm
here.
out in Jersey.
His son, and by the way, his son fills,
Catholic,
right? Yeah.
His son fills out the jersey.
Yeah.
That's why he's the man of the house.
Damn.
Watch your mouth over there. Watch your mouth.
No, but you know what? That's a really good question, because the rules have changed so much to protect the players that as a wide receiver, I'm running across the middle. I know that you can't hit me because I'm a defenseless player. So if I go up for the ball and it's not there yet and you take me out, a flag is up. Now, as a defender, the whole mindset is different. Your gaze of the play is that I am going to try to hit him to knock this ball out, but I can't get there before him. So I have to let him catch it and then react. And if you're aiming right here, but all of a sudden I get scared and duck down, now your helmet's hitting my helmet. Whose fault is it? What it looks like, it's yours.
Right.
It's a helmet to helmet. That defender was wrong. But in reality, I cowered a little bit and I changed my target. So that accidentally led to a flag and maybe a penalty and then also a fine. Now you have defenders that have to think about all that in a split second. And most of them are like, you know what? I'm not going to try to knock this dude out or knock the ball out, because if I do, I can get fined. I can get kicked out of the game. And that sometimes leads to him being injured. As an offensive player, I feel bad for defenders now, because I can run free and do whatever I want. Now they're second guessing what makes them good, which is the impact.
And even with the quarterbacks, like I've seen quarterbacks fake slide. Right? Defenders have to. So now you fake slide. I'm about to give up.
Yeah.
But you keep running.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's a little trickeration right there. I think they'll address that this offseason, because you can't, as a quarterback, look at a defender and act as if you're going to fake slide, and then everybody lets up on the play as if it's
like flopping in the NBA.
No doubt. It's like flopping in the NBA. But I think these things will be addressed. As much as I want guys to be protected, because I'm all for guys getting as much money as they can from the league and then walking away healthy, I do feel like that old school grittiness, that makes the game fun to watch.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You also, Nate, you recently talked about your bout with depression.
Yeah.
Do you think NFL and teams do enough to help players who may be dealing with, depression and other mental health issues?
I think they're doing a better job because players have spoke up. Players have battled with mental health issues, not just in the off season, but as they retire. And shout out to yesteryear, the older generation. They played in an era where it was taboo for guys to talk about things like this. And some of them are no longer with us. And as young pups in the league, we paid attention to all of those who came before us. We heard the stories. We heard about guys like Junior Seau, who were well-respected Hall of Famers, ended up taking his life. So for us now in a league, in a society that welcomes that, embraces that, says, all right, come here. We'll give you a warm hug of mental health conversation. Yeah. The NFL has embraced it. Some teams even have a therapist on staff that they have an open door to walk into on a weekly, daily basis if they need to. You can always do a better job, not just the NFL, but in our workplace in general. But what I do know, and I'm super proud of guys in the league for, is that they're not afraid to talk about it. People think that a locker room was full of grade A a-holes, and we don't talk about mental health. We're not inclusive. That's not the case. I've been in a few different locker rooms over the course of my career, and we were embracing of everything, whether it was your sexual identity, sexual preference, your religion, your race, your culture, even your bouts with mental health. And as long as I'm on TV and have a platform, I'm going to continue to talk about it, not just for the players, but also for my kids. Right. I got a 19-year-old, shout out to little Nate, a 17-year-old Nehemiah, and my daughter's 13. I want them to be able to come to me, shed a tear, I'll cry with them, and then we can get over it together. So I got to walk the walk if I want to talk the talk.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us.
I appreciate y'all having us.
Nate Burleson.
And the tickets are on sale right now.
We got the watches, too.
For the best of Super Bowl.
You bought us watches?
There we go.
Okay,
there we go.
Thank you. Got the watches.
Yeah, a little something. Everyday watch you can wear.
There you go.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Shinola.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Ivy Rivera is our guest host. So let's get to the rumors.
Young boy.
Made it. This is the Rumor Report.
Ivy.
Big Ivy.
You're the person that's we want to see.
Stop on the food bump, Big Ivy.
I will always talk about what's going on in the culture. I was very bochitera.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to him.
So, 2 members of rapper Nardo Wick's entourage, including a teen, turned themselves in after viciously beating a fan who asked for a photo. It's getting very crazy out here. Allegedly, these 2 young men were not really close with Nardo Wick like that. And one of the people are actually 15 years old and got an additional charge for having possession of a gun as a minor. That's very crazy.
Well, if I'm Nardo Wick, I'm cutting those 2 people off. And if they not really my partners, but they're, partners of a partner of mine, I'm cutting that partner off too, because why you bring these knuckleheads around me?
Yeah. I mean, but that's really entourage. Entourage is knuckleheads. Yeah. All of them.
Not everybody's entourage, but that young man was 15 years old.
Most people's entourage are a bunch of knuckleheads, especially if they don't serve no purpose. You know why? Because if they actually serve the purpose, you wouldn't be calling them an entourage.
Hello?
You would be able to say, this is my manager, this is my actual security. And then this is why I always tell people that homeboy security don't work. Get you real security who knows how to diffuse a situation and knows how to get you out of a situation.
Yes. And a lot of guys in entourages, they want to earn stripes.
That's
so
right.
they want to
That's
go
right.
out of their way to do something like that.
That's right.
In intentions of protecting the artist who is Nardo Wick at the time. I hope all goes well. Shout out to that 15-year-old. I really hope you learn your lesson, young man, because that is just not the vibe.
Yeah, the lesson is... Oh, no, never mind. I thought you were talking about the guy who got hit.
That too. Don't just be running up on Nardo Wick.
Oh, and his mama ain't gonna never let him listen to rap no more.
Oh,
you
man.
are listening to country from now on, sir.
But it didn't seem like he ran up on Nardo Wick. It just seemed like he was on the side trying to get his attention. That's what it
He
seemed
was
like.
excited.
Yeah, he was excited.
Yeah.
He got excited. He saw one of his favorite artists.
It's like Nardo Wick, oh my gosh.
That's right. I mean, he didn't deserve to get punched like that.
Not at all. Not at all. Moving on to audio of Ime Udoka and LeBron James. They have been caught on footage having a little argument. LeBron James is with the smoke, okay? Ime Udoka was making commentary on the sidelines about him traveling and calling him all types of names. And LeBron came up to him like, yo, like, we adults. Like, I ain't really jacking that. And he was like, don't come up to me if you ain't gonna do nothing about it. It was a little tense. I don't know.
Yeah, they was throwing the bitch word around a lot, and I think LeBron said something like, yo, you using that bitch word a little too loosely.
I don't know what was on Ime's biscuit that day, but he gotta chill. Because he was a little smoky. Not to LeBron James.
Yeah, I didn't feel like that was a reason to toss him out the game, though. Like, it's the NBA. Like, trash talk happens. Trash talk happens between players. Trash talk happens between coaches. I don't feel like that was an offense to get him thrown out.
In some situations, we don't know how long it's been going on. The ref might have tried to stop it early on, and they didn't listen.
It's language, it's words. Like, that's the game. Like, I don't know.
It's an aggressive game. You're competing, you know, so the tensions are high. You're going to say some things that you don't really mean, but it is what it is. I don't think that is a reason to take you out.
No, I don't think so either.
I want to end it off with this audio clip from Lil Wayne's recent interview that he had with Tyga on his Young Money program. They were talking about Andre 3000, and he basically said that what he heard Andre say was a bit depressing of why he has this album out the way he has it out. Let's get into that audio.
I read a depressing quote or two from someone that I respect a lot in hip-hop period and music period, and they would ask, you know, like, why you ain't been doing, you know, music or whatever, and they was like, man, when I'm gonna talk about I'm in my 40s, like what am I gonna talk about? Like, you want to know about what I'm doing, about the life I'm living at this age and the things I'm doing, like, what am I supposed to talk about? I was like, wow, that was so depressing. Like, I have everything to talk about.
But I feel like that's why you gotta stay in it though too. I feel like you can't be too far removed.
I also thought that may be a downfall by staying in it, because you may, at our age, you may hear what's going on and feel like I'm so out of that. So that's why I say I don't listen. I just go in my little hole.
It's true to you though.
Yeah,
and it's just,
I love what I do.
Yeah.
Put it out and swing for the fences, man.
Wayne is absolutely correct. You know, but once again, Andre's not wrong. You know what I mean? If Andre personally feel like he has no motivation to talk about things, and that's just on him. But the only thing I would disagree with Andre on is at 48, there's plenty to talk about. You actually should have more to talk about because you've lived such a long life thus far.
And you're catering to different people. You're not catering to that 16, 17-year-old anymore. So, yeah, you might have to rap about getting a colonoscopy because you know what? Brothers over the age of 43 and 45 get a colonoscopy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, you know, people are talking about raising their kids at that age. So, yeah, it might not be catering to the 16-year-old in high school, but it's catering to brothers out there that's working that still just love your music.
And you're too worried about what other folks think.
I was just going to say that there was probably a little bit of pressure because we have such high expectations of Andre 3000 as an artist that we were like, oh, he's coming out with an album. It better be that,
That's right.
You know? So regardless of whatever age he is, I feel him. And you know what? Andre, keep healing us. We appreciate the flutes.
Do whatever art you feel like doing, do it.
Right.
Whatever you feel like saying, say it. If you don't feel like you have anything to say, don't say nothing. I'm not mad at that.
Yep. And speaking of doing things that you want to do, I have breakfast for you guys today. I wanted to treat you guys to something special.
Oh, thank you.
So I have breakfast catered by my guy, Rome the Chef. Shout out to him. He will be pulling up shortly to feed you guys.
Thank you, Ivy.
Yeah, thank you, Ivy. You know, the funniest thing
Ivy
about...
said we ain't got no breakfast at the Breakfast Club. She's tired of it.
Facts.
The funniest thing is when, you know, Ivy came in and said, I got breakfast today. One of the producers walked in here and was like, well, what you bringing, though? What you bringing, though? Like, does it matter? It's free. Nah, I need to know. You vegan? Yeah. She was like, are you vegan? Oh, all right, just making sure. I don't want no impossible nothing. I said, man.
It was crazy.
Shout out to Taylor.
Nah,
all
I
right.
Taylor up real nice.
Now, when we come back, of course, it's Jay-Z's birthday. So we got to get on a Hove mix. Let me know your favorite Hove record. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, Charlamagne is hosting The Daily Show tonight. This whole week, actually.
Yeah, I'll be hosting The Daily Show all week. They brought me back. You know, I hosted it, I think I hosted it for a week back in November. Was it November? I don't know. November, October. I don't remember. I think it was November. And so, yeah, I'm hosting it again this week. So check me out on Comedy Central all week long. Tonight, my guest is my man, S.A. Cosby. S.A. Cosby is a fantastic author. The New York Times, I believe, named him Author of the Year.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and we have a project together called Broke Down Profits with me and Kevin Hart's company, SBH Productions. It's on Audible, so he'll be on there tonight talking about that and a lot of other things.
Dope.
Oh, that's right.
All right, so make sure you tune in tonight. What time?
Comedy Central.
What time? 11?
11. I believe it's 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock on Comedy Central.
11. All right, when we come back, we got the positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Ivy Rivera is guest hosting today. We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ivy.
Oh, I've been having a great time. I hope you've been enjoying me too.
That's right. Give people your information, your Twitters, all your handles.
Yes, you could catch me flexing on the gram at The Ivy Rivera. That's TheIvyRivera. I also have a new playlist that I just released exclusively on Apple Music. The link is in my bio on Instagram, so make sure you check that out.
And Big Ivy is already a radio personality. You know, for everybody who listens to us all across the country, you know, the headquarters of the Breakfast Club, the Black Mothership, is Power 105.1 in New York, and Ivy is a radio personality here on Power 105.1 in New York. You worked overnight last night?
No, I only do Thursdays and Fridays overnight. I do Sunday mornings.
Middays.
No, Sunday morning. Say Sunday morning, middays.
8 to 12.
8 to 12. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so you leave us on a positive note.
The positive note is simply this, man. The positive note is simply this. Like I said during Donkey of the Day, nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. We say wrong things. We do wrong things. We fall. We get up. We learn. We grow. We move on. We live. And we thank God for always giving us another chance.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?